Took a horse and rode off.
To the Cave of 500 Eyes?
So I believe, my lord.
When will your companions realize I know what I'm talking about when I say it's dangerous to wander about at night? First, Barbara, now the doctor goes off taking Susan and Pinchot with him.
All right, Marco, you can be angry later. Let's get to this cave. Do you know where it is?
Yes.
It must be your imagination, child. These eyes didn't move. It's corpse.
I saw them move, Grandfather. I swear I did.
Oh, rubbish, child.
Look.
Chagana.
What are you doing here?
If you must know, sir, we are looking for Miss Wright.
Well, why would she be in this cave?
I think this is your answer. We found it.
You found that here?
Yes. Over there.
In the passageway. It is not wise to remain in these caves. They are possessed with evil spirits.
I'm not afraid of ghosts.
Oh, yes, I forgot. You're a magician, aren't you?
Susan! That's Ian.
Susan!
Ian!
Here!
Ian!
Ian!
Ian,
We're
over
here!
here!
Doctor!
Round the
Come along,
corner!
my boy!
Doctor! Have you found Barbara?
No.
Just this handkerchief. You found that, over there.
This is Barbara's.
Leave before the spirits are angered.
This man thinks this cave is haunted.
He's not the only one. Susan saw the eyes and one of the faces move.
Oh, rubbish, child, rubbish.
Which face, Susan?
This one here.
Marco, quick. No.
Do not strike them down, great spirits of Hashashin. Depart! The warlord Takana entreats you.
Is it safe for us to look now?
Do as you will.
Well, what are you looking for, Chesterton?
Susan was right. She did see the eyes
Oh,
move.
rubbish, rubbish. What proof have you?
I've just seen them move myself. Look, these eyes you see here have been set in from behind. There must be some sort of a room behind this rock face. Look, there's a crack. There's a door here.
Yes. All we need now is to find out how to open it. Ian!
Oh, man.
All right.
There were four of them. They played dice to see who'd kill me, and he won.
All right.
He won.
You're safe now, Barbara. Safe. Don't worry anymore.
We were just in time, Tigana. A moment or two later, and she would have been killed. What is that to you? I'm responsible for their safety. Why not let them go on their way? My conscience does not permit it. Look, I took their caravan away from them. The least I can do is see them safely on their way home. Do you think they hold you in such esteem? The doctor, no, with good reason. The others, yes.
Marco, which one leads them?
The doctor.
And leaders are obeyed. Has not that cunning Susan already won Ping Cho from your side?
She's a child, Tigana.
Only a fool defends his enemies. Be warned, Marco. They will set us at each other's throats by lies and deceit, and then, when they have divided us, then they will destroy us one by one.
How harmless, Tigana.
Harmless. They possess a caravan that flies.
What power they have is locked inside it, and I have the key.
This very evening, Marco, when we were out looking for this Barbara, Chen Cho thought the old man was in his room. He was not. Marco, he was out there with his caravan.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that does a magician need a key to open a door?
How are you feeling?
Still a bit shaky.
You realize you're most fortunate to be alive.
Yes, I know.
Why did you go to the cave? You know my rule about obtaining permission to leave here?
Tell him, Barbara.
I followed Tigana there.
Me? I've only been there once. And you were there when I arrived.
But that's not true. I followed you there.
I have only been there once.
But why would I lie? I was almost killed.
Be quiet.
Mark well all that I have said.
Tigana,
My
listen.
friend, mark it well.
Ping Cho, you will remove your belongings to another room. From this night on, you will not share with Susan again.
But Mr. Marco...
Obey me! Poor Susan and Ping Cho. Yet what alternative had I but to separate them? Now my caravan seethed with suspicion and discontent as we journey southwest. The route takes us to the ancient cities of Su Chao and Can Chao, where the Great Wall of Cathay begins. Following the wall, we travel south to Lan Chao, which lies on the banks of the Yellow River. Here, our route swings north, and with the river always in sight, we journey towards Shangtu.
The trouble is, Polo's change of attitude has slowed down my progress on the circuit.
I think you've done brilliantly to make any progress at all, Doctor.
How much longer do you think you'll need?
Well, with a bit more time and a lot of luck, I should say about another night.
But that's marvelous, Doctor.
The following evening will even be better.
And that's when we say goodbye to Marco Polo.
Yes, and a jolly good riddance.
Well, I shall be jolly glad to leave here. In fact, the only regrets I'll have will be for Susan.
What do you mean?
Oh, I think she and Ping Cho are very fond of each other. It's a pity they've been kept apart so much.
It's a pity there was any association at all. That Chinese child makes me nervous.
Yes, do you mean?
She found out about the key.
What?
Yes, on the night that Barbara was captured. Susan and Ping Cho thought Barbara had gone down to the cave and met with an accident, so they came looking for me, just as I was about to enter the TARDIS. It was then Ping Cho saw the key.
Joe, what's the matter? For me, this journey, in spite of all the dangers, was the happiest time of my life. Until Tung Huan. What did Tigana say to make Messer Marco change so much?
Did you ask Messer Marco?
100 times, but he remained silent.
If only we could find out, only we could prove that Tigana had seen the cave of 500 eyes before.
Won't make much difference soon.
Why not?
You will be leaving?
Leaving?
Your grandfather must have nearly finished the work in your caravan by now.
Yes, Ping Chu, he has.
Do you go home? Will you say goodbye to me before you leave?
Of course I will.
Even if it is very late.
No matter what time of night it is. Hey, this'll cheer you up.
What?
I'd forgotten you knew anything about the key.
For the past 3 days, I have followed the course of the Yellow River as it flows north of the small town of Sinju, which lies nestled against the Great Wall. Have you seen my clothing bag, Tigana?
Yes, it's in the passageway outside your door.
Thank you.
Oh. I want to go into town.
Very well.
Thank you.
Passageway. Why have I not thought of it before? Susan! Susan, I got proof. I can prove it. Proof of what? That Tigana lied.
You can prove what?
Messer Marco, do you remember Tigana's reply when Miss Wright said she had followed him to the cave of 500 eyes?
Yes. He said he'd never been there before.
He lied, Messer Marco.
You bring a very serious charge, Ping Cho. I hope you have proof.
When he came into the cave, Susan's grandfather showed him Miss Wright's handkerchief, saying we had found it over there. And the old lord pointed to a dark corner of the cave. Now, do you remember what he said? He asked if we had found it in the passageway.
Well?
If he had never been to the cave before, how could he know that the dark corner was a passageway?
Yes.
This is your proof. You call this evidence?
Yes, Messer Marco.
And on these grounds you dare to call the warlord Tigana a liar? You foolish child, how dare you make such a reckless accusation? Believe me, it will take much more than this to shake my confidence in Tigana.
It was your fault. Yes, go on. You should have killed them all when you hurried from... You listen to me, Akumat. And you listen well. The day after tomorrow, the caravan sets out to cross the bamboo forests. On the second night, I shall silence the guard. And then when all is well, I shall signal you with a burning torch. And then you will move in and slaughter them all. But with stealth, mind you.
And the magician's caravan?
Well, you will send that on to Nogai, whilst I will continue on to Shangtu with terrible stories of bandit attacks.
Polo?
Well, I should let Polo die like an old woman in her bed.
The old magician. How can you kill him?
With a stake through the heart.
There isn't very much more to do. I won't be long. Keep your eyes open.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
And Tagana must have seen him go into it.
Where's Tagana now?
I don't know.
Stay here. Not a sign of him. Where's Marco?
He must be in his room.
Good. Now listen. Go and get the doctor out of the ship, then hide. I'm going to try a bluff. If it works, we may be able to turn the tables on Tagana. Now go, quickly.
Pom, 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 pom.
Oh, Marco, I was just coming to have a word with you.
What about?
Well, I should have thought that was pretty obvious.
Be more explicit, Ian.
Oh, come on, Marco. We're friends, aren't we?
We were.
Well, why this sudden change? And tell me, why separate Susan and Ping Cho?
Susan's a bad influence.
Oh, you can't really mean that.
Ping Cho's first loyalty is to me. Yet she backed you against Tagana.
Perhaps that's because we were telling the truth. It is possible, you know.
Let me tell you something, Ian. Tagana is a special emissary of Nogai, on his way to talk peace with Kublai Khan. He's a very important man. You are mysterious travelers from some far-off land. I know nothing about you. Now, if you were in my position, a servant of Kublai Khan, whose word would you take?
Well, I should keep an open mind.
Yes.
Marco, I have something rather interesting to show you.
What is it?
The old magician is in his caravan.
He's what? Is this true, Ian?
Well, why don't we go outside and have a look?
Are you sure about this?
He's got another key. I saw him go inside.
All we can do now is wait for him to come out.
This you are prepared to do?
If it'll convince you that Tagana is making trouble, we can wait here all night.
Tagana, are you absolutely positive?
When the warlord Tagana says it is so, Marco, it is so. He is in there.
Doctor! Lock the door, quickly!
I'm sorry I doubted your word, Tigana. Give me the key, Doctor.
No!
You're an old man, and I do not wish to use force.
That is what you will precisely have to do, Polo. Ah! Right. Oh, what?
Did I not say he had another key?
Put that key in the lock, Polo, and you will destroy the ship. Then where will your precious can be? You need more than a key to enter my ship. You need knowledge. Knowledge you will never possess. Tell me. No. Understand? No! I'd let you wreck it fast.
Guards!
Guards! Let go of me.
Bear witness. I wear the gold seal of Kublai Khan, and by the authority it invests in me, I do hereby seize and hold your caravan in his name. Be warned. Any resistance to this decree is instantly punishable by death.
You poor, pathetic, stupid savage.
Take them away! Marco, are you now convinced which of us makes trouble? What a nightmare this journey has become. Our progress is impeded because Tigana, the bearers, and I must constantly be on the alert for any signs of trouble from the prisoners. And Ping Cho's resentment of me only serves to make my task more difficult. But I have succeeded in keeping her away from them by setting up a separate tent for the doctor and his companions.
We can't go on like this. We must get out!
Well, that's easier said than done.
I know, Barbara. I know the odds are against us, but at least we've got to try.
Yes, I quite agree with you. The ship's waiting outside with the circuit finished and installed.
And Polo has both keys.
Oh, that wretched child.
Grandfather Ping Cho wouldn't tell him about the second key. I know she wouldn't.
Oh, my dear Susan.
Don't worry about that now. We must concentrate on getting one of those keys back.
Yes, and the only way I can see it is that we shall have to capture Polo.
Why not? Take him hostage.
But we're hopelessly outnumbered.
Only by day. At night, we've got the edge on them. They've only got one guard, remember?
Yes, but how are you going to disarm him?
I don't know. Somehow. I'll do it.
Now, just a minute. First things first, young man. How are we going to get out of here? And remember, that guard is out there watching for us.
With this, I'll cut my way out.
A very good idea. Good.
As soon as I've dealt with that guard, I'll come back for you.
Right.
Grandfather, supposing Messer Marco won't give him the keys?
Yes, don't worry, my child. I think by the time I finish with that gentleman, he'll only be too glad to let us go.
Yeah.